You guys, could you imagine your life being altered in such a major way that you think you're about to die, like the world is coming to an end? Well, that's exactly how I felt when my father passed away 6 days after I graduated high school. I had all the dreams, all the plans. Me and my dad, we already wrote out all these bunch of great things that we were going to do because he was a builder. He built custom homes, and I was going to be his real estate agent that sold all the houses that he built. Well, here comes graduation day, and he's unable to make it. And I was devastated. I was hurt because I'm like, you're my dad. You're there for everything. And now you're not going to make it to my graduation because you're so sick to where you can't move. You guys, it was so painful to see my own dad cry because he couldn't make it to my graduation. His baby girl, his daughter couldn't come to my graduation because of the inability to not move. He couldn't move. And he was swollen. He had congestive heart failure. And he was so swollen to where it stopped him from being able to walk, to even go to the bathroom on his own. You guys, it is so hard, so difficult to actually sit down and reflect back on my life and all that I've been through. If you read my caption, you'll see that it says no parents, 5 siblings, and 20 years old. And I'm going to take this time now to really explain what I meant about this. No parents, 5 siblings, and 20 years old. The one story that I keep running away from keeps being a constant reminder every time I wake up. But it did allow me to see that I'm a strong, smart, intelligent individual, and that the human mind and the power of belief is truly amazing, because you can't be no more or do any more than what you believe. Okay, you guys, so right after graduation, 6 days later, my father, my hero, the person that I looked up to the most, the person I strived to be like, passes away suddenly. I mean, he goes to the hospital and he leaves this house, and I never see him again until it's time to see him in the final resting place, which is the casket. You guys, that was devastating. That was painful. That was, I don't know. I just thought, I must be going next. Because how am I going to live my life without this person? How am I supposed to live every single day of my life now without my dad? Well, I had my mother. So because I had my mom and she was an awesome mom, I was like, okay, I can make it. I can do it because she's here. I can continue to live because she's here, and I have to be strong for her. Her and my dad, they were tied at the hip. I always say they were joint at the hip. They were separated Siamese twins. So my mom is now trying to figure out her own life. She's trying to figure out how is she going to raise 6 kids. I was 19, and the baby was 8. No, Solomon was actually 6 at the time. So I was 19, and her youngest child out of 6 kids is 6. So you're a 44-year-old woman that just lost the breadwinner, and now you got to raise all these kids by yourself. So I already knew how traumatized my own mother was, so I knew that I had to be strong for her. So she helped me make it to real estate school and become a real estate agent, and every day was a constant reminder for her that she no longer had her husband, her teammate, her partner, her friend. And now she has to raise these kids. My mom was stressed every day, every single day. I mean, she put on a strong face. She put on courage for us. But it wasn't much longer. A year and 10 months later, my mom passed. Exactly to the date. My dad died June the 12th, 2009. And my mom passed away April the 12th, 2011. I was angry with her. I'm still angry. You know, like I'm still pissed that you were that young and you left me here. You couldn't hang on just a little bit longer? You couldn't hang on to do the things that needed to be done for your kids, to be there, to be a teammate, to support us? I mean, you guys, I'm sorry. It's a lot when I think about it, but I was so angry with my mom. I think I'm still a little bit angry with her that she has left me and my siblings. But I'm just going to take you guys back. It was April the 12th, 2011, and I am now 20 years old. I'm like 5 months in of being 20, and now my mother is gone. I have one sister that's 16, a brother that's 15, another brother that's 13, another that's 11, and one that's 8. I'm the oldest of 6, and now I have these kids, my siblings, that are looking at me, and I now have to raise them. There was no other option for me. So many people came to me. So many people said, oh, girl, you're only 20. You're still a kid. You need to, worry about you. Concern yourself with yourself. Let them go off to foster care or see if an uncle or aunt or a cousin or somebody older would take care of them. Don't you concern yourself with your siblings. Me being who I am, I'm like, well, how can I not raise them? How can I not take care of my own flesh and blood? Well, I guess they are my kids now, but how can I not take care of my own siblings? So I made the decision at 20, not knowing what I was going to do because my mom and my dad left me with no life insurance. It's 2009 and 11 when they're passing away. So at this time, I'm sure everybody knows the market was in a downward crash. So my mom and dad lost a lot. They were basically starting back over anyway. And now I have to raise these kids. And I have to figure out where the money's coming from. I have to figure out how I'm going to feed them. I have to figure out all these things. Well, you guys, with faith and dedication and determination and a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of crying, a lot of people making false promises. I mean, it's amazing how when you lose a loved one, people come to you and they're like, oh, call me anytime you need something. Please. You call them and they act like, oh, I said that? Like, yeah, you did say that, and I'm calling you out on it. Like, I really need this help. They didn't care. So many people, even to this day, they say, oh my gosh, I can't believe that you actually made it. I didn't think you would. You made it this long. You kept that house that they kept telling me to downsize and sell all of everything I had. It was a long road, but through God and my consistency to believe that I can continue to do whatever it is that I need to do for them, I did it. And my sister graduated college. My brother became a merchant marine at 19. The 21-year-old now, he's having a kid. He's still figuring it out. My 18-year-old brother is now a basketball athlete for Francis Marion University, and he's playing ball, and he started his own basketball camp. And then my 16-year-old baby brother is this smart, intelligent kid that reminds me each and every day of my father. I mean, he's a great young man, very smart, intelligent young man. And if I would have gave up, if I would have done everything that everybody else told me to do, I wouldn't have never got to see them grow up and become these amazing young people. So I just wanted to say or tell you a little bit about my story to say this, that don't allow anybody to stop you from doing what you know in your heart that you're capable of doing, because you will hear this gnawing, annoying voice that keeps saying you can do it, even when you feel like you can't. Trust and believe in you. Trust and believe in God. Trust and believe that no matter, even though you don't know where the things that you need is coming from, it's going to come. And you guys, I really want to start my vlog. I want to start my YouTube channel. I want to start just recording my life so that you can get a little piece of who Kayla Butler is. And I want you to see that if you continue to keep pushing forward, great things will happen. So you guys stay tuned. You won't not see me again. You'll hear more from me soon. Thanks for listening.